has told us is one hadith narrated from Aisha radiallahu anha, the wife of the Prophet ﷺ. She said, Al-arwahu junudun mujannada. As I inspired by reading this hadith today, the sister sent it somewhere. الأرواح جنود مجندة فما تعارف منها ائتلف وما تناكر منها اختلف. حديث في البخاري Muslim في الصحيحين. He said, النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, الأرواح, the souls or spirits are like جنود مجندة, يعني جنود مجمعة, like troops that gather together. فما تعارف منها ائتلف, and those that recognize one another, they get together. وما تناكر منها اختلف, and those that do not recognize one another, they have اختلاف and they divert. So, how is that possible? This is the translation of me and you could be seeing somebody first sight, sitting next to somebody in an airplane, or just meeting someone, and all of a sudden you spontaneously look like you know this person from before, or you feel attracted to that person, or you feel that you know that person from before. Something is there, a chemistry is happening, or the opposite. Where is this coming from? The hadith of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam could be translating that. It is عالم الأرواح. Imam Ibn Hajar, in his comment على Sahih al-Bukhari, he said, this could refer to either one of two meanings. One meaning is the kind, like our bodies, the bodies are the same in terms of cells, human cells, blood, bones, all of that. Yet, not all bodies are the same in the way they function. 100% function, some bodies are a little different than others in the characteristics, in the features, in many other things. Same thing applies for al-arwah. Arwah, the nature of all of them, is something that only Allah knows about them, the kun, or the essence of the ruh, only Allah knows about that. But we know also that not all arwah or souls are the same. Some of them tend towards goodness, khayra, arwah khayra. Imam al-Khattabi, according to Imam Ibn Hajar, is saying. Some are good by nature. Those will tend to يأتلفون مع الأرواح الخيرة. They will tend to recognize and get along with the souls and spirits that are just like them. They would recognize them. And some that are the opposite. الأرواح الشريرة that have more evil, they will tend to get together with the arwah of the souls that are likewise. But the other explanation, he said, we know that which came first as far as existence, the body or the ruh? The soul, the nafs, or the body? The soul, right? The day you were born, that was not the day your ruh was created. It was not. Because we have many hadith. Hadith Adam alayhi salam, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He created Adam, وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُم. In the hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in a way that fits His Majesty, wipes the loin, the back of Adam alayhi salam. And He throw in front of him his offspring. The bodies, not the bodies. The arwah, the souls. All the souls of the children of Adam, He put him in front of them. The long hadith, it's known. And then He saw somebody who was more illuminating and brighter than anybody else. Who was this? Prophet Dawood alayhi salam, right? Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam. So the point in the hadith is, the arwah were there. Your ruh, Dr. Aziz, was created there. My ruh was there. The ruh of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all human beings, it was there. So they were there before the bodies. Bodies were created at a certain point in the biological process that we are all aware of, with a few exceptions, Sayyidina Isa and some other exception. But, so before that, souls, they were somewhere. They were together. They were created. So he said the explanation is, there could be somehow friends, or in the same place, or met, or ta'arafu, or recognize one another, your ruh and the ruh of the person next to you. You don't know him, but you feel that you are attracted to him. You feel that you know him from before. This could be that your soul and his soul have met one another from before. Or the opposite. Your soul and the soul of the other person has never met before, and they have so many characteristics that could be different, and that's why you feel not very much attracted to that person. Beautiful hadith, Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha, hadith في مجمع الزوائد للهيثمي. حكم عليه بالصحة. قال: كانت امرأة مزاحة من مكة، هاجرت يعني إلى المدينة، فنزلت على امرأة مزاحة من أهل المدينة، فذكر الحديث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. قالت, she said basically a woman who would like to have fun. She was always telling jokes and making fun, مزاحة. صيغة مبالغة, always from Mecca. When they made hijrah to Medina, she just made a very good friend with a similar person, a woman who likes to have fun, throws a lot of jokes from Medina. She smiled and she said, ذكرت قال حبي. That's what she said. قال حبي تشير النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. She said, my love. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said, الأرواح جنود مجندة, and she mentioned the hadith. Souls are like soldiers or groups of troops that get together, gather together. So ما تعرف منها. In characteristics, the characteristics of that person are very close to the characteristics of the soul of that person, and that's why they got along, they got together, they recognize one another. I will conclude with 2 points. One point that Imam al-Qurtubi said, having this hadith in mind, you have to make sure that if you don't feel attracted or you feel some kind of hatred to somebody who's good, you know his actions are good, min as-salihin, some person who is known, only Allah knows the secrets, but somebody who is apparently one of us salihun, you may need to question yourself, because your ruh is not in harmony with somebody that's obviously good. Then you check on yourself. What could be wrong in me? So maybe there's a little thing in your, because usually when you see some, we don't usually tend to judge others. We're not supposed to judge others. If you want to be going on the right track, you always point the finger to yourself. So what could be wrong with me if I don't like him? Maybe my soul needs a little bit of work or whatever. That's what he said at Imam al-Qurtubi. Or vice versa. Or he said, if you tend to like some people that their actions are bad, Ahlul Shar, Ahlul Fasad, you tend to like them, then you have to, this is a flag that could be there's some kind of similarities in your arwah, in your souls. You have to have a stop and check your point. I'll conclude by this hadith. I find it also, as I was thinking and reflecting, I said in the beginning that this was sparked by one of the khatiras or hadith or message that one of the sisters sent in one of the groups. As I was reflecting, I came to the hadith of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he said, تنكح المرأة لأربع. A woman could be married, somebody could be interested in a woman for marriage for 4 reasons, and we know the 4 reasons, one of the 4 things. And he said what? For what? مالها, for her money. حسبها, lineage, from what family? لجمالها, the beauty, for her beauty. ولدينها, and for her deen. So قال فاظفر بذات الدين, shoot and get and win the one with deen, تربت يداك, otherwise you'll be losing. I was thinking that 3 of the characteristics that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not, لم يهملها يعني, he did not disapprove of, but he said this is what everybody would do. 3 of them, they have to do with the body somehow. They don't have to do with the soul. The money is not one of the characteristics of the soul. The money, being rich, physically rich, is not. Yes, the soul can be rich in a different way, but not in terms of money and currency and dollars. This is something for the body, how much physically you own. The beauty is the beauty of the body. What else? The lineage or family. Is that the nasab? The nasab, is it for the ruh? No, it's not for the ruh. The ruh doesn't go by nasab, it goes by, that's the body. Your body, your genes are from this mother and this father, and they get together. This is the body. So he said, فَظْفَرْ بِذَاتِ الدِّينِ. And what is the deen? What is the quality and the characteristic of a deen has to do? Does it have to do with the body? It has to do slightly with the body, but not mainly. Mainly, التدين صفة من صفات الروح, صفة من صفات القلب. You being religious, submitting to Allah, the origin of it is your ruh. Your soul submitting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Actions, yes, they are part of the deen and iman, but they will come as a reflection. That's why the hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. All actions, it has to do with the body, they have to do with the body, they are judged and they are determined and they are, by what the intention behind them, which is the case of the heart or the characteristic and description of the soul. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said what? This is, I'm quoting, Allah Azza wa Jalla said about هو الذي خلق من نفس واحدة وجعل منها زوجها ليسكن إليها. منها زوجها. So he made from the first soul, Adam alayhi salam, from it, زوجها ليسكن إليها. He made it from it. So Adam alayhi salam was not attractive, or Eve and Hawa was not created for Adam just as a beautiful person. No, but from him. They both are in harmony. So, having this along with the hadith, if somebody is considering marriage, beauty is good, but it's not number one thing. You could be physically attracted to somebody, but that's not gonna give you the total harmony and the total, ta'aruf and long life, that would come mainly with your souls. So make sure one of the best characteristics of the soul is the deen. If this soul is submitting to Allah, and your soul is likewise, then you're going to have a long, happy life, whether this person is the most beautiful person or not. So this is a huge world that we need to reflect on and focus on alam al-arwah and al-anfus. And inshallah we invest more time and more energy into our anfus, tazkiyat al-nafs, and purification of this soul. Jazakumullah khair wa sallallahu alaihi wa sallam.